All right, welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and get signed up for Cloud9 and set up our initial environment. So I'll click on sign up on the Cloud9 homepage, and then I'll fill out the information here. So I'll do learn with Colt and my email here, learnwithcolt@gmail.com. And then I'll put in my password here, and then we'll click on I'm not a robot. And then we need to select all images with pizza. I think that's it. There we go. Not a robot. And now we'll create our free account. The next thing you'll need to do is check your email and click on the verification email that they send you. And then once you've done that, we can go to our dashboard. This is our dashboard here. We can upload a profile picture, and we can also look at a demo project that they've given us. So I'm going to just look at that for now. We're not going to touch anything, or we're not going to make anything new here. So now that it's loaded, let's take a quick tour of some of the features. So they have a little README file that explains a few things. But the first thing I'll show is that on the left side, we have a file tree. These are all the files and directories that we currently have on this demo project workspace. So if we wanted to, we could click on Ruby, and here's a Ruby file. And I can double click, and that will open up the file here, just like if I had dragged the file to Sublime Text. So this is one way to open a file. We'll also be learning how to do it from the command line later in the course. Which brings me to the next point, which is the command line is down here, or the terminal is here. So we can resize this window. And this is our terminal where we'll type terminal commands. So one of them is clear. And what that does is it just clears everything away, just like clear does in the JavaScript console, although this is not JavaScript. So I can type commands in here. We'll be talking about some of the more important commands in the next few videos. But for now, just know this is our terminal. We can type terminal code in here, start our server, run our apps. And this is our file tree over here. And this is our text editor. So this is Sublime, basically. That's all we're going to do with the demo project. So let's close out of that. Now let's click on Create a New Workspace. And then we'll give our workspace a name. So I'll do Web Dev Bootcamp, just like that. And we can give it a description if we want, and we'll keep it public. And then all that we'll do down here is select Node. So this is a template, which will give us all of the tools, or almost all of the tools that we're going to use pre-installed. So when we click Create Workspace, it's going to take some space on a machine somewhere else, a computer and a server, and it's going to install Node. It's going to install some other tools, something called NPM that comes with Node, and we'll have it all ready for us in just a matter of seconds. So I'll click on Create Workspace. And there we go. We now have our own web development environment set up, and that's it. And if we wanted to check that it works correctly, let's open up the terminal and make it a little bit bigger. And what we'll do is in here, let's type a simple command, node-v. And all that this will do is ask Node, which is one of the things that it should have installed for us. It will ask Node what version it's currently on. We can do the same thing with another tool called npm-v, which is, again, asking for the version. And as long as we see something here, then we're good. If we saw something like command not found node or command not found npm, then that would mean that they're not installed. But this shows that they are installed for us, and that was, a matter of 1 click, 2 clicks maybe, and we waited a second or two for our environment to get set up, and we're good to go now. So this is all we need to do, actually. One more thing that I'll have us do so that we are all consistent in our folder structure is I'm going to go ahead and delete these folders here. So we can right click on delete, and click on yes. And we'll just delete all of them inside of Web Dev Bootcamp. So we'll delete again. Yes. We'll delete this file, package.json. Do that for the README file, just like that. and then we'll also delete the server file. Don't worry, we'll be creating a bunch of new files and folders for every lesson that we do. So that's all we needed to do. We now have everything set up that we need, or almost everything. We'll have to install a tool here or there as we progress, but we have everything we need to get started.